See, this year is a pretty cool year. This year is a year based in divine will and manifestation. So I know that every single one of you has gotten to experience and play with something we call your DA, your designated asshole. You see, the universe rearranges itself according to your pictures of reality, which means you are the director and the writer of the play. Everybody you encounter is playing a role in your play. And the way you can tell a DA, this person comes in your space, you just want to, oh, good, totally want to deny, you are not God. You, everybody else is God but you. That's your DA. And the way you know you got a DA is you pitch him out of your life, 2 weeks later you got somebody else does the same exact shit. You know you got it then. So it's a divine mastery, manifestation, and will year. It is a year where oneness is coming together at levels humanity has never known. In the midst of wanting to kill everybody, of course. So I know you all got to deal with your DAs. The positioning teams have been an 8th level light body in the model that we use. That means they've been going through tremendous brain changes. Can't remember what you ate for breakfast. Can't talk in complete sentences. Have no idea what people are saying to you. Bright flashes of light, tones in the ears, don't know where the hell you are. Spending lots of money looking for the brain tumor. 8th level light body, as far as I am concerned, is the coolest level of light body. Because by the time somebody hits the 8th end of 8, they know something bizarre is going on here. Well, we're starting to see people start to move into 9th. Now I should talk briefly about the transition teams. So we got the positioning teams who were sent here to play the game with gusto. They have carried the majority of the work. I honor you. Transition teams, there's between 7 and 9 million at any given one point in any given parallel reality. Their job is to come in and go, what? What? You make that, what? That's real? What? That's their main job, is to walk around going, I don't get it. And by simply walking around saying, I don't get it, everybody else goes, well, maybe I don't get it either. Transition team job. Most of the transition teams are in 10th level light body. The planet herself, in the way we measure, is in 10th. The transition teams on the planet at this point are holding a poll for the positioning teams to move to. Now, moving into 9th level light body. I need to talk about this because I'm concerned. 9th level light body is one of the harder levels of light body. Because 9th level light body is the awakening. It is, as Earth Mission used to call it, the disillusionment. A beautiful phrase. Because everything you think is real is likely to go to hell around your ears. Whatever you make real, whatever you make more real than following your spirit, whatever you make more real than heaven on earth, will collapse. And so, starting 3 weeks ago, the crisis calls started to come into angelic outreach. So I know that transition is starting. You gotta pardon me, I usually breathe better than this. I'm not used to this anymore, this lack of air. So what I ask you is, if you are beginning to feel extreme, not at this conference, but when you leave here, if you go through feeling like you are extremely alienated, like you can't connect to anyone, can't connect to spirit, for you women, extreme hormone imbalance, there are some symptoms that go with this. For you men, feeling like you're going crazy, you are probably going into 9th level light body. And for those of you who are in 10th, who are getting bleed through, because a lot of us are, it's like unified field, get everybody else's energy out of your field. But the positioning teams are starting to move into 9th. 9th level light body, all of the reality begins to collapse. And it is connected to the magnetics and the frequency and all that other stuff. Now, what you can do it with gusto. Go through the center. When you feel like you're alone, there's nobody, you're not connected to anything, and couldn't I just die? Say, Spirit, require of me whatever it takes. Wake me the fuck up. Because every single part of you that feels that it's asleep is going to get real aware it's asleep. Now, having been through this process more than once, I can tell you it's not pretty. It's generally not a good time. So do your best to keep your sense of humor about you, as you can. If you can laugh at it, you can get it. Merlin used to say that laughter is the highest form of truth on this planet, if not the only form of truth. So try to get your sense of humor. Deliberately do things that make you laugh. Usually the more perverse, the better. Because you understand, most of the spiritual techniques on this planet live a way of like denying parts of yourself. Angelic outreach says fierce wholeness. What you are as a divine being is completely inclusive of everything you are as a third and fourth dimensional being. It is incredibly humanly arrogant to assume that something you think is wrong with you is not divine. Who do you think created it? What part of all that is do you want to make not part of all that is? Every single thing you think is wrong with you, every limitation, every issue was designed by your spirit in service to the ascension of this planet. Every single bit of it. Ooh, let that soak in. It's going to get loud. Multidimensional toning. I talk in a bunch of ET languages. None of that was ET. It's either frequencies of conscious transition or angelic, so no weird ET stuff out the mouth at the moment. But any moment, it could happen. So, we know it's coming. This next year is going to be a year of incredible shift. Now, most of you have been having a rough time this year because space and time are changing around you constantly. Constantly. Which means if you're used to measuring your rhythm according to a calendar or according to linear time, you totally feel like you're off all the time. Like you're not in sync with anything. The only thing that you can do at this level of change, only one thing practically works. Follow your spirit without hesitation, each breath and each step. And I mean each breath and each step. It is the only thing that works. Nothing else will work. None of your rules will work. Just because it was one way an hour ago does not mean it will be that way 10 minutes from now. Really. Just because the pants were purple yesterday, they may be orange tomorrow. Get used to it. Most of you have been running around your houses lately searching for some lost object. The iron. Now, if you will notice at the time you were searching for the object, you didn't really need it. Catch this stuff. When you need it, it'll be back where it was.